Today on CCX News, opioid addiction and saving lives. Opioid use continues to be a pressing issue. Now, there's new ways to help combat overdoses thanks to a partnership with local hospitals. Thanks for joining us. North Memorial Health Hospital in Robbinsdale and Maple Grove Hospital are now making overdose prevention more accessible. As of this month, people can pick up naloxone and fentanyl test strips at both hospitals free of charge. Fentanyl test strips are designed to test street drugs for the presence of fentanyl. Naloxone in this form is an injectable treatment to reverse an opioid overdose. The number of overdoses is plateauing, but it's still significant. And North Memorial's Mike Walt says the demand is there.
We had dispensed a similar kit 400 to 500 times in the previous year, so we know that there's a need for it within those patients that we're seeing, and so offering it for free to the public, we know that we're going to have higher use than that.
These kits are free thanks to a partnership with the Steve Rumler Hope Network. They're available now at the security desk of both hospitals' emergency departments. People can pick them up anytime, no limits, and no questions asked. The City of Brooklyn Center is expanding its social worker response to 911 mental health calls. Brooklyn Center rolled out a mental health response team last fall in partnership with Hennepin County, similar to the one you see here implemented by Brooklyn Park. City officials say the partnership has helped reduce the burden on police and improve access to mental health and social services. Now, Brooklyn Center will expand its response to high-priority late-night hours. It will contract with Canopy Roots, a company that specializes in unarmed mental health 911 calls. The expanded response starts April 7th. In other news, police say they've arrested a man involved in a double shooting outside a Brooklyn Park nightclub. 36-year-old Lamondre Hallman was arrested on Wednesday and now charged. Police say he was one of two suspects who fired gunshots outside Brooklyn Park's Plush nightclub in early March. According to the criminal complaint, the shootings came after a verbal altercation. The complaint says Hallman and another suspect fired 6 or 7 gunshots at the club, hitting 2 victims. He was booked in the Hennepin County Jail. His bail was set at $200,000. Meanwhile, investigative work by Brooklyn Park Police helped nab 3 armed robbery suspects. According to police, officers responded to a robbery reported in a residential area in the 8400 block of Zane Avenue. The victim reported being robbed and assaulted on Monday by several suspects. Further investigation led to search warrants executed by the Brooklyn Park SWAT team on Thursday. Police arrested an 18-year-old man and 2 teen boys. They also recovered items taken during the robbery. Charges in the case were pending Friday afternoon. The city of Osseo is bringing a new dose of law and order to town as it hires its first dedicated police investigator. The city council moved ahead with plans to hire an investigator this week. This officer would be on call 24/7 to investigate any major crimes. Police officials told the council that patrol officers have been investigating their own cases or looking to the county for help. The decision comes as the department is hiring 2 additional officers to patrol the streets. That brings the total patrol division to 11 officers. In a matter of days, the city of Robbinsdale will switch to a new hauler for garbage, recycling, and yard waste. Robbinsdale has agreed to a contract with Republic Services. The company will follow the same guidelines as the previous hauler when it comes to recycling and what you can put into the cart. Republic Services also uses Track My Truck app if residents are wondering about pickup. The transition takes effect April 1st. April showers may bring May flowers, but for dog owners, those rain showers also bring muddy paws and a lot of extra cleaning. But one area business may have a solution. The Brew Park in Plymouth offers an indoor artificial turf for dogs to enjoy. Owners can play in the park with their pets or keep an eye on them through a panoramic window at the adjoining restaurant. But best of all, there's no mud in this dog park, which means dogs are less likely to need a bath or have their paws wiped.
This is a great option to keep them clean and they can have fun, run, get their energy out.
The park is open to the public every day of the week. A single day pass is $10. The Brew Park also offers boarding and daycare for dogs. Managers say they are exceptionally busy with boarding right now since so many dog owners are on spring break and have left their pets at home. Finally, this segment, middle school age students in Crystal showcase their creativity in an exciting way.
This is my artwork. It's a dragon in the background. I'm very proud of it.
That's Fair Crystal's student Sophia Totino talking about her art piece called Be a Dragon, which is meant to reflect resilience, leadership, and positivity to others. The event also showcases all different types of art, from traditional visual arts to media arts that include animation and digital art. Art teacher Christopher Murnane says a place like Fair Crystal is special when it comes to the arts.
This is a very strong staff in this school, and it's an exciting place to work. I came from working 24 years in a different school district, and I've never had anything like this. They value the visual art teacher, and that's really important to me. Students with the school's orchestra performed during Thursday's art showcase. We leave you now with a listen to them and a look at all the fine artwork.
The Benilde St. Margaret's baseball team is coming off a fourth-place finish at the state Class 3A tournament a year ago. The third straight season they have made state, but it'll be a younger team that'll take the field this spring.
There are several days ahead in the forecast that call for either rain or snow. But so far, the weather for the Benilde St. Margaret's baseball team has been better than expected.
Yeah, I mean, it is amazing. This is probably the first year out of all four that I've played baseball here that we've been outside for tryouts and everything like that. So it's been really like catching fly balls, you know, throwing the full field. It really helps, honestly, and you don't really realize it.
It's really nice. I remember around the same time last year, we were in a dome, and we would be in a dome till April-ish. So it's really nice getting outside early.
These outdoor workouts have been helpful for a Red Knights group that lacks some of the experience of the last couple of teams. A big chunk of the 2024 team graduated, one that finished 21-5 on the season. Still, the feeling here is that there are players who had to wait their turn, so to speak, that will step into those varsity roles this spring.
Absolutely. There's a lot of guys last year that got limited minutes in the outfield and the infield just because they were underclassmen, kind of in the shadows of the older guys that we had. But now it's their time to shine, be those starters day one. And I think we got it. We got a lot of key guys that can step up, fill roles.
We have some kids that sat behind them that did a really nice job coming off the bench or playing JV last year. So excited to see what they can do. And, you know, like I said, we have some ability and some talent. We'll just see what happens when we start playing.
Among the players who do return with some varsity experience are catcher Grant Gatsky, pitchers Josh Smith and DeAndre Mayaka, outfielders Luke Guggenberger and Jack Ortel, plus infielders Rowan Dodge and Max Perkins. The Red Knights will again face tough competition in both the Metro West Conference and in 6-3A, if they look to make it 4 section titles in a row come June.
I sure hope so, and I wouldn't count us out from anyone.
The Champlain Park softball team just missed out on reaching the state tournament last season, losing in the Section 5 4A final. Jay Wilcox has a preview of what should be a good Rebels team.
It's fair to say that the hopes are high for Champlain Park softball. The Rebels have nearly everyone back from a team that was 21-4, with 3 of the 4 losses to eventual state champion Rogers, including in the Section 5 4A final.
We're super excited. We have a super good team. We're all really close, and we're ready to get back out here.
We're definitely one of the best teams in the state, and so is Rogers. They're a great team, and we know we can beat them, and if we want to work hard enough to do that, and which we will, and we'll see who wins in the end. But
we've had some really good scrimmages against some really quality teams, and for us not practicing that first week, everything's looked really good. You know, you can always get better, you can always work on some things, but I'm super excited about this team.
Champlain Park is ranked 2nd in the Class 4A preseason poll this spring. Left side infielders Reese Remler at third and Amanda Cottsmith at short, and center fielder Ava Parent helped to lead a good defense. It's an athletic team that is pretty good across the board, offensively and defensively.
We have amazing pitching on the mound, defense, great chemistry all around, and hitting, we got to get our bats going, and we've been doing that last season and hopefully continue that onto this season.
It's honestly both. We have a very strong offense, but our defense is right there, and we're going to be good.
I think we can play with anybody. I think we have, strengths all around the ballpark, in the circle, up the middle, and offensively we're going to be solid, so it should be a lot of fun.
Though they've had a good program, Champlain Park's never played in the state softball tournament. These Rebels are very hopeful that will change this season. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Rebels open the season on the road against defending state champion Rogers in a rematch of last season's Section 5 final. That's next Thursday, April 3rd, weather permitting, of course.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.